Welcome to RIJcast, the show where we talk about everything you didn't know you cared about for the week. I'm Jake.
Rashawn.
Jack.
Chris.
And Jack, really, Jack?
I forgot that you're on the phone.
Okay.
He pointed at me, dude. You have to see the video. He pointed at everybody.
Yeah.
Like, wait till you see the video.
You have to see the video.
Yeah.
He did point.
I did.
Part of the show.
I did. I pointed. That was my fault.
That was stealing thunder.
It's all good though.
Do it again.
Hold on. Let's for real do that again. I might keep that in as the intro.
I think you should keep it. That's good stuff.
Welcome to RIJcast, the show where we talk about everything you didn't know you cared about for the week. I'm Jake.
Rashawn.
And Ian.
Nice. So we redo the intro, and the delay got us. All right, so let's just go ahead and get this on the road. So we are here. Ian is in Texas. We are here in the studio. We had to get 3 people to replace Ian because he's just that crucial. We have Jack, of course, returning guest.
Yes,
we
sir.
have Chris, returning guest, and we have Quan, a brand new guest.
Brand new.
First to get his hands on what's going on.
Chill.
There you go. So we're all here. We're all present.
here.
We're all present and accounted for. Ian, what's going on in Texas, man?
Nothing. I mean, y'all just interrupted my delicious barbecue meal.
You're such
you
a
wouldn't know about the delicious food
you're
I've
such a
eaten
dick.
this whole time.
all week. If you haven't had a chance, if you go on to RIJcast's website, rijcast.com, you will actually see there. I posted some conversations from us, and we have a group meet that we actually talk all weekend. And Ian has been basically sending us all kinds of pictures of stuff that we can't eat.
He's horrible, and he knows how I am with food. I think I would die if I moved to Texas, though. Like
Really?
I would probably literally die because
too much food?
too much good food. Oh, dang it!
All right, so let's take a second real quick and talk about what's going on right now. We actually, Chris, who's our guest tonight,
I was at work a day or two ago, and I was really getting into RIJcast, and I mean, I was geeking. It was awesome. But I noticed some things, and I started from episode 2 because technically episode 1 y'all have later on presented. But anyway, so I was, just listening for episodes, and I kept on finding that, number 1, Jake would say the word realistically, and then you have a bunch of Ian and Jake saying granted, and then Rashawn mentions food a bunch. I mean, granted, realistically, he's hungry a lot, which we all get. But so I came to the conclusion of making a bingo game during the RIJcast episode, so you get to lay down a point on whenever someone does one of these things.
Yeah, dude, and it's actually really good. What are our break down our categories for us?
Individually, we have Jake says another way to support THP, which granted, I'm gonna stop doing that. Them segues are horrible, but that's got to happen a lot because you got to.
Well, not to mention the fact that I'm pretty sure before the show even starts, like in the
it's
intro,
automated in there.
It's like if you want to support THP another way, so it's almost like an extra free space.
We have that one for you, which you might be guilty of a lot, is Batman Forever. Any kind of mention whatsoever.
And the reason I didn't say Jake says Batman Forever because usually like once every 4 episodes or so, Ian's like, oh, it's kind of like Batman Forever, huh?
That's true. That's true.
Rashawn's got a show. I mean, you're a successful musician.
Happens quite
Let's
frequently.
be real.
That does happen a lot.
A lot of Rashans are beside each other, but it says Rashawn says that someone will die, and it has to be the quick cut dry, like they will die.
Like, they're gonna die.
They're gonna die. Like there's no way around it. Rashawn also says things of that nature,
which was probably one of the best selling techniques. You guys can talk about it, but I sold a heck of a lot of phones.
We can't really
things of that nature. They're like, this guy is so smart right now. We have another Jake says realistically. Well, that's the original only one. We have Jake mentions his wife and kids.
Happens every couple
you
episodes.
love them. Let's be honest.
At least.
Ian mentions a book that could be from Horns to John Dies at the End or anything.
Any kind of book.
Jake spoils something, which happens a lot. Ian says, "Dear God."
That's probably one of my favorites.
You got Ian and Jake says, "Granted." In the middle, you have your free space in every bingo game. Any mention of Wolverine? Any mention of sports? Which, I mean, good luck.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
That's the hardest. If you have that row, that's the hardest one of the game.
Yeah.
we have someone mentions audible.com/THP, which I think that's automated already.
There you go. I think. Well, and actually, now we should
There's
probably
a few
clarified.
free spaces already.
We
That's
should
what it
have
seems
probably clarified that while we're explaining the squares, that none of them actually count.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4 now that have counted.
Yeah.
Ian's customers. Oh yeah, you love this one on Facebook, Ian. Ian's customer service.
One of my personal favorites.
Ian's customer service skills are mentioned in any way, shape, or form. That can impact how he's
Really
doing
should have
now.
been reworded to any time they thought that Ian was going to punch out a customer.
Well, I mean that'd be just as much. Jake gets math wrong, and also we should have done this one. But whenever you're like 1 in 4 people in the earth like this, like
Any statistic.
I'm telling you, ever since I've died in RIJcast, it's like
I should have
this is
just said
spot on.
Jake tries to do math.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Keyword tries.
Because that would be a free space.
Because he's like, all right, if the zombie apocalypse happens, all right,
It's
only-
that would.
It's only going to be 50% people. But then after you take that 38%, and out of those 38%, 25 of those people.
Do you see what I have to deal with?
So if one person kills just 15 zombies, the world is safe.
That's not that much.
Safe.
One person for 15 zombies. That's not that much. I think that's a valid
That
point.
goes along with sports. He's safe. We got a few more. Someone is watching cartoons, if that's mentioned at all.
Any animated.
Happens all the time.
True. Someone says origin, which that kind of happens. More in the early episodes, but that
More
must
than
happen.
you would think.
Yeah.
Rashawn mentions the character Storm.
There's at least got to be a payoff for it. Somebody's got to be doing something.
That or strong woman leads in shows.
Women in power.
Yeah, that's my
I
personal
can't stand
favorite.
women in power.
What's another one? Oh, yeah, this one's Ian's actually guilty of it already. Ian mentions traveling in any way, shape, or form. Jake and Rashawn disagree. And for this, I wanted to be the more of the cut and dry kind of when Jake's just like, it's like just period, no period. He's like, just no. Like, that kind of thing. And then a couple more. Yeah, well, actually, that's another one Jake says just no. And then the last one, Ian says, "You'll appreciate this," or "You'll appreciate
That
this."
is
But that's our
That is-
bingo board.
that is the ultimate one.
And we're going to actually do something a little special for the bingo board, I think. Basically, if you're the first person to get me a completed bingo board, well, maybe we'll just give you the bonus pod.
We have to make it.
Hold on.
Everyone.
Speaking of this bonus pod,
Yeah.
I still ain't got my bonus pod
Oh,
yet.
dude, that's because you haven't been to RIJcast.com and donated yet. That's all you got to do. You just donate $1.
I donated you 15.
Your boy.
When did you donate?
I got you $15 from the Audible trial.
Oh, that's true. You did. So you get it. That's another way you can do it. That's another way you can show THP some love. There you go. Bingo. You can actually go to audibletrial.com/THP, and you will be able to get that a free month worth of Audible, man. A free month worth of audio in Audible
Form.
for your ears. Books.
Inaudible.
The Final Frontier.
That's a great selection too.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of guests tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the show. Thank you to the audience for coming out. You guys, wow, our internet debut, and we can't even keep the microphone.
Just don't spill the Outer Banks pink cup.
Oh, dude, can you imagine how bad that would have been? Whoa, somebody's looking out for us. Whoa, we almost lost all of THP. Rashawn would have paid a little bit more than $2 next week.
The water spill.
So we're good. But anyway, yeah, you guys can actually find us on RIJcast.com. You can also follow all of us on Twitter. I'm at Jake Calland. There's at Chris_in_Christ. Quan, are you on Twitter?
Oh yeah,
What
what
you-
you
what is
heavy
it?
on Twitter.
Holy_Quan_.
Very good. Jack, you're not on Twitter.
The Ripper.
I don't do social network, man.
You're not on Twitter.
I'm a caveman.
And then Rashawn is at Rashawn Dior1. Man, are you getting any Twitter followers? Any?
I lied when I said that I was going to actually start using it.
Killing me, man.
You know, you added me or followed me.
Yeah.
And I was like, this dude is on, and haven't heard a thing.
No, you won't. You won't.
Now, Ian, we have to check up with Ian because we only, I mean, as of the time this airs, we only have 2 days to get him 40 followers on Twitter.
Or he won't be on.
Or he won't be on RIJcast. He's going to leave RIJcast if he doesn't get 40 followers. Now, I'm guilty of the fact that I haven't even mentioned this to the audience once yet.
You better get this guy these
I know,
followers.
like I need to get these followers for him.
Because you're going to have to bring 3 extra people in if he really leads.
Seriously, like you guys,
we don't have enough chairs.
Big shoes to fill.
So, Ian, where's your follower count at right now?
-2.
Last count, it was at either 18 or 19. So,
you got some work to do, son.
22.
Like, it's possible, though.
I can get you 22 followers.
Yeah.
He's
in
definitely
2
going to be
days.
out of breath at this point.
Yeah. I can't even get under a table. So this follower thing is going to be a problem. My thumbs are going to be raw.
He's gonna walk out the door with a flyer. Look, I need you to get this in the first 5 minutes.
I'm just exhausted.
Oh man, I wish we would have caught that on camera just for them to see. All Jake did was he plugged his phone in. That was it. He got up winded. He was like, "Look, Jack,
Are you serious?
It's like we're gonna record tonight.
Like trauma. Like
I'm like, dude,
why?
are you out of breath right now? Like, you just plugged the phone in. Like, are you really out of breath? He's over there gasping. He's like,
No, this has happened though. Like, I'm gonna say it, but granted, whatever. All right, so you'll be smoking a cigarette, before you get somewhere in the car. But like, you'll walk from the house to the car, and like, you lean up against the car. I think it's hiding it for taking a breath.
No, because I honestly don't think. I don't remember a time where I was out of
what I'm saying.
But like what I would think is that it would be the fact that if I did, I probably took like 2 breaths on the way to the car because it's basically
Just holding breath.
Inhale,
I got this.
exhale, inhale.
That's a good way to look at it.
I'm at the car.
I just thought like you were just killing the scene with a cigarette. Like, I'm just smoking.
That's a lot of exertion. That's like 40 feet. Oh man!
how
Anyway.
do you cut your lawn?
This is the guy that's gonna.
How do you mow your lawn?
Exactly.
Seriously, actually, dude, like let me talk about mowing my lawn real quick, right? Because I enjoy it a lot more than I remembered that I do. Because I used to hate it.
I still
like when I had to mow a lawn, but like something about this lawn, like I have to mow half the back and then the front. Like that's really it. So like it's maybe 20 minutes of work. Like he went running, I like was chilling in the house, then went out to mow the lawn. Then came back in and was in the house for probably like 10, 15 minutes before he got home from running. So, like, it didn't take me that long at all.
That's like
Well, he's just a good athlete.
That's
Yeah.
for sure. And I was more tired than he was when he got back.
Honestly,
I had to have an energy shake. Dude, I'm telling you what, just to make a local plug, go ahead.
You Ian.
Ian,
yeah.
what'd you say, bud?
I can't hear hardly anything. So.
Oh, well, there you go. We're just having too much fun here, and we forgot to face you.
That is true.
Well, what I want to do, basically, Ian, are you doing something?
He was eating.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, I mean, do you need to go?
Shortly. Why? What were you thinking?
Nothing. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't like just waiting to sign off or anything. I didn't want to cut you off or keep you from doing anything.
I mean, you're just depriving me of valuable time with family that I see like every decade. But you know.
Well, I mean, you're there for a week. I don't deserve an hour.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, my barbecue's getting cold actually.
All right. Well, we'll let you.
I need to head out. It was a good idea, but I don't think it's working since I can only hear Jake half the time.
Story of RIJcast life.
Yes.
So on that note, Ian, have a good rest of your trip in Texas, man.
He really just dumped us though, like the official way to do it in the 90s.
Like I can't edit this on the YouTube.
it's not you. It's
You do
me.
realize that has to go in now.
Nah, yeah, it does.
Our first impression is ruined. It's okay. Ian, thanks, dude, for being able to make a little bit of time for us. Yeah, man. Stay safe getting back. We'll see you next week.
All right, fellas. See you
All
later.
right, bud.
All right, see you, man.
All right. So there is Ian, the one and the only. Rashawn, don't talk yet because I have to fix your mixer spot here real quick. Now you're good.
Is this the part where he starts talking bad
There we
about
go.
me?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so Ian, right?
That's messed up.
So I actually had quite a few things planned, right? Because this is I was thinking about the fact that Jack was going to be here, and then we had bingo, and then it's just kind of taken over by storm. We didn't even know we were going to do video.
Taken over by storm.
I didn't mention storm.
Okay.
Or I mentioned storm.
I
So
just
it doesn't count.
I'm ready. I got the bingo.
You've got that finger on the trigger, man.
Yeah,
like you're ready
I do.
for it. Good luck getting your bingo board in first here. So Rashawn made a video, right? Rashawn made a video earlier this
saw
week.
this. The Facebook
just,
one.
Just hold on.
I'm not saying anything. It was just
All right.
a great concern.
So Rashawn made a video, and it was a confession. The only thing that I'm a little upset about is the fact that you didn't have Usher's confession in the background.
The funny thing is, I had the intent of doing that, but then I was like, it would change the factor.
Yeah, like they're like he's about to talk about him getting a girl pregnant,
and but then people
You know what I'm saying?
people wouldn't have taken it serious because they know me. If I do something like that, if I do something too elaborate, they wouldn't have taken me seriously.
You know what we should do?
What's
right.
that?
Well, let me play the video first, and then because I'm going to take this as far as I can take it. And I have an idea. I have an idea. So let me see here real quick. Let me get this queued up because I know that some of us have not seen this. All right.
Turn to Jack so you can see it.
Yeah, I thought you was going to put it on a 50-inch right here, son.
Oh,
I was going to, but I went and bought a cord for this to work, and it didn't. So there you go.
I like how he always simplifies things.
Yeah, I mean it was it. All right, so let me make this full screen here, and for the video people, I will put this in. Like I'll call Jack and have him tell me how to do this. By the way, so you can
hear the crickets.
You can look forward to
hear the
that.
crickets.
So here we go.
Ridiculous, dude. Like
Here we go.
He's got that Jack action going on. Yeah, he's got the
I'm
Jack
talking.
action
You got to
going on.
rewind.
What
it,
is
though.
the deal? Oh,
Rewind it.
you're gonna have to help me edit this. It's like hardcore, dude. All right, hold on a second. Let's see here. Where's my cursor? What in the world?
So
is
was
go-
tonight the best night to record?
I mean, things happen.
Something that's been going
All right, there's my cursor back.
on.
All right, so we are in business now.
What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to come on and give a confession about something that's been going on, or something that happened, rather. And I know after I say this, I'm probably going to lose a lot of friends and maybe even some family over this. But it's just been on my mind, and I gotta come clean, and I gotta be honest about it. So I'm gonna say in advance, I appreciate everybody that's gonna stick beside me on this one, and for everybody who can't, I feel you, I understand, I get it. Man, okay, so last year around this time, I saved about 15%, switching to Geico. And it was a tough decision, but I had to do it, and if you don't love me anymore.
You don't love it anymore.
But it was just something I had to do for me. You feel me? I had to do it for me. So
This is my
All right, so
it was so amped up. Like
but the funniest thing, and like I said, my family hates when I do that because I would do it in the most serious moments and just say something stupid, but keep a serious face the whole time. They hate when I do it. So before people watch this, they read the post and didn't even watch it. So I got phone calls. Are you gay? Just tell me. Are you gay? No, Rashawn. Just tell me. And then, so of course I had to be like, I was like, look, I already posted it to the world. I don't want to talk about it right now. What I need you to do is just watch the video.
Yes.
Just watch the video. All right. I can't talk about it right now. Just watch the video. I'm at work. This is not the time to talk about it. So then they watch the video and I get the worst voicemails. I got 9 voicemails with people just cursing me out, just mad after watching the video though.
Wow.
It's dude, like I was into it there.
that's
for
some
a second.
outlandish responses. Like you would have never.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah, but it was funny. But they expected because like they started it. They said they started it, and then it got too tough, and they couldn't
Dude, like
watch
that's
the
the
rest.
thing. Like
Yeah.
it's like super intense there for like a
Like
good
that build build up.
And it keeps, it keeps
15
building.
seconds, you're like, oh, like, did he kill somebody?
Yeah.
Like, what?
And you're freshed up, like in the suit. I'm like,
I did it.
Like you're ready to go.
It literally took me a minute and 20 seconds to do it. I did it on my lunch break. Like, it came to me 2 days before I did this, and I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. I've got it. No, I'm serious. Stuff like that happens all the time. I've got so many recordings where I do stuff, but I was like, no, because a lot of people won't get my humor. I was like, most people would have to get this.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff that I would do, people would take seriously, and it would be out there, and I'll never be able to get it back, so I don't post it. But this, I was like, they're going to get it, you know? But it came to me, and I was like, you know what? I got to do it in the afternoon where I know a lot of people are going to be on and watch this and just catch everybody off guard. So I took a lunch break. It looked, literally, I taped it to my wall and just recorded it. And, oh, man, I
think
was
the fact that you taped it to your wall is the best part.
Yeah, taped it to the
as
wall.
thought out as it was. Like, I know that process. So I wanted to. I love the idea of this. I'm going to do some stuff with it.
That's fine.
Kind of like
it's public. You can do
I'm
whatever you
gonna
choose.
I'm gonna do something. But anyway, it got me thinking, man, about like some interesting, like marketing ideas and things like that. So I prepared a little bit of just a list or so, and I have two different lists. I have the top 10 greatest marketing campaigns of all time. And then I have the 25 biggest product failures of all time. And so, I mean, you got to think, Geico has managed to create a phenomenon with this to where it's basically, a lot of people know this slogan. It's probably one of the biggest slogans in marketing history, right? Which is why I'm surprised it's not on this list. But there are 10 marketing campaigns that are considered the best of all time. There's the Volkswagen Think Small campaign. Which basically it was like in 1960. They set out to answer one question: how do you change people's perceptions about not only a product but about an entire group of people? So they were trying to refresh the German image, and so they told them to think small. Like that's,
you don't want to think big on this one.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I don't really. Miller Lite, great taste, less filling. Nike, just do it.
Yeah.
Nike is a huge one.
Yeah.
Nike's a huge one.
The guy who created that logo has no money from that.
I
Really?
believe it. That happens.
Yeah.
That happens frequently.
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, look at Bill Finger, who is like the creator of Batman.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any credit whatsoever.
Nope.
It's all
That's
Bob
insane
Kane.
that
Bob
that
Kane
can
didn't do
happen.
anything. Yeah.
Well, actually, is it the guy who created the logo or the Just Do It? I don't know. I'm just dropping bro science on you guys. I don't.
Bro sense.
Yeah.
See, I thought when you said "just do it" originally, I thought you were going to say like the guy who invented the slogan has no balls in life whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't go for stuff. He's like, guys,
Like
just
he
do
actually
it. I learned.
is still in the cubicle where he just do it down for the first time.
He's like, guys, I'm too scared to leave. Like, I don't do it.
That sounds like a Richard Branson kind of motto. Like Richard Branson came up with that and like shot the Nike CEO an email, and he was like, "Here you go." Like, I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Yeah.
And they make bank. Like,
De Beers, a diamond is forever, dude. Have you seen like the history stuff about De Beers recently?
No.
Anytime around like Valentine's Day or anything like that, you get a lot of information about like rings and diamonds and stuff like that. It turns out that actually the only reason that we give rings to get engaged is because of De Beers, because De Beers told us to. Back in like 19, let me get the actual facts on here.
Yeah, because I don't want no bro science.
Yeah, let me get you the actual. Legitimate.
wait, so honestly, in like let's say 1800s or before, there was no such thing as really wedding rings.
No, it wasn't. Because I mean,
No,
usually.
back even before that, you were giving goats and stuff.
Yeah, like you had a dowry, and like you were getting paid to take the wife, and you were already.
I had my wife in the head with a club.
That's
Drug her by her hair right back to the cave.
Great, good.
when
no mercy.
Yeah.
All right, so
she
thanks.
woke up. Here's a pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. I need burgers. Get 15 minutes.
All right, let me see. I want to find the actual place where. Let's see here. All right, so here we go. So this is actually the same. The exact same thing as what the marketing was. So in the 1930s, basically, the diamonds had started to decline in price, right? So they needed to sell more. There was just a whole lot more diamonds in the area, so they needed to sell more of them. So through advertising, men were convinced that the size of the diamond in an engagement ring showed how much they loved their fiance. Movie stars were shown wearing diamonds in the relatively new motion pictures, and the most effective piece of advertising came in 1947 with the creation of the tagline, "A diamond is forever," that later became the company's official motto. As a result of these campaigns, the number of brides receiving engagement rings and diamond prices in the U.S. increased dramatically. So, before this campaign, it was almost like there were a few people getting engagement rings, like kings and queens and stuff like that, maybe, but like there was no engagement ring. Because of this mass marketing campaign, it actually created the need for you to even buy an engagement ring in the first place.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
It's only since the 30s.
Yeah.
So did they sue Kanye and get any money off that song?
Diamonds Are Forever.
No, I'm sure
they
he
should.
licensed it.
No,
Yeah, they
it's
should.
possible. It's possible he licensed it, but it makes sense because at the time,
Well, that's the thing. A diamond is forever.
Yeah.
is
Diamonds
the slogan.
yeah, so
Diamonds are forever.
it's
Is
something completely
actually he would
different.
have to get something cleared
Kanye,
from
that slick
Bond.
joker.
Yeah.
He's the new Walt Disney.
well, I mean, yeah, not even close. Yeah, if Walt
compared
Disney,
himself to Walt Disney. He really did do that.
if Walt Disney sampled everybody, like everyone,
Kanye West is the new Walt Disney.
He said that.
He said that?
He said that he was comparing himself to like all these great people, and he.
I heard that he's a creative genius. I
Well,
heard
he has.
told
To,
us
he
that.
basically.
he's good, but he's like everything he has done has been sampled. Everything, I can show you like a breakdown history of it, because there was a time where me and other musicians, we just went through and we were like, why we don't consider him a great artist, and that's what's holding back, because he hasn't created anything. He's reproduced a lot of things, and he's done it extremely well, and he's good at that, and there's people that need to do that, and we need people like that. But as far as creative genius, I don't think so. Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse. He created something out of absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm not calling him a creative genius.
No.
He called himself.
I'm talking to Kanye.
that's
If
one
he
of the
ever listens to
problems.
this,
Yeah.
if he ever listens to
Calling
this, he calls himself a lot of things. And I'm not taking anything from him. He's
slippers.
good at what he does. He's really good at what he does, but he's not a creative genius, in my opinion.
Hey, but it's all good and everything though. But Beyonce, she had one of the best out.
So speaking of, let's actually take this rabbit hole a little deeper, because Jack told me a story the other day that I wanted to get on air, mostly because I wanted my wife to hear it, and I know she will, but I also think it's interesting as hell. So we're in the rapper game anyway. There's an actually true story behind Rick Ross that I had no idea existed.
That is crazy story.
I think I might have heard.
Well, let's see. Let's find out. Let's take the rabbit trail. You tell. All right, so you start telling me. I'm going to find the facts.
I want to start off just by saying I know everything he says about trap and all that. It's not got to be. It's fake. Like it's fake.
Well, just wait
He was
to
a
see how
CO.
fake.
He was a corrections officer.
Yeah.
Rick Ross, the rapper Rick Ross,
like the big belly.
the big belly.
Ross.
He basically also said that he was like a all regional state like champion football player. No pictures of him ever in a football uniform. What like all national football player that's never got a picture of them.
What
in a
all
football
city?
uniform.
Shoot. All county.
But
You could be in the backwoods. You still have a picture.
Yeah, I know, right?
I've got pictures of me in Little League that you can find on Google.
Yeah, so the real Rick Ross was a Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
Was he used to sell crack, and he was like a gangster and all this stuff. But basically, the rabbit hole goes even further than just the whole rap thing. Like with him actually getting all this coke to make crack. Basically,
You're talking about the real Rick Ross, not the one that's portraying to be him.
the real Rick Ross.
Yeah.
He was getting this stuff from the Iran-Contra whole deal that went down with people. The CIA basically bringing in coke from these other places to fund the Iran-Contra to fight a war. It's nuts. Like if you actually start looking into it, it goes real deep. But basically, he gets locked up on a 3 strikes you out type deal.
Oh, the California law?
Yeah. So come to find out, this guy didn't even, when he got locked up, he didn't know how to read. He was a very good tennis player though, but he got locked up. Yeah,
That's right.
Tennis. Yes, he's a tennis player, but he gets locked up. Like he's really not like this big gangster dude and anything. Didn't even know how to read. He gets locked up. Basically, he started to teach himself how to read in jail, learn the system, and basically found a loophole in this case, beats the case. He gets out.
Wow.
So when I guess the rapper Rick Ross was starting to, got the name and all this stuff, started basically rapping about the real Rick Ross's story.
Yeah.
He stole his whole identity based upon probably thinking that this guy's never going to get out of jail. Yeah. Well, he gets out. So then he's basically saying, hey, you stole my story. You stole my name. I want some of this money. So he actually took the rapper Rick Ross to court. And he's like fighting the case and everything right now. And he's saying like this guy's such a punk, man. Like he flicked him off like after the court case one time. He's so stupid.
You lucky to hold me back. There's like one indent finger on him.
Yeah.
Like, you lucky to hold me back.
Yeah, it's a crazy story. But he has a film that he's working on, the real Rick Ross, Freeway. It's called Cracking the System. It's a whole movie about him and the whole situation. It's pretty crazy.
Dang.
And
I like that title, by the way.
Yeah,
Cracking
no.
the System.
It's intelligent. But you're saying that the fake Rick Ross, which I can't remember his real name, but he said that he's such a punk.
Williams, last name is Williams.
But Freeway basically said that he's such a punk.
Yeah, he flicked. He's like think he's super cool and everything, and he got all these tattoos. It just kind of goes to show like how somebody could like just become a rapper and like blow up like overnight tremendously, and then like all of a sudden like everything that this dude. I mean, he was essentially a police officer.
Yeah, he was a snitch, and he became. But he was.
And now all of a sudden it's like F the police. And he got tattoos and smoking weed and stuff.
He became he personified what people wanted, and that's how he made money. That's what a lot of them do, because like Lil Wayne, he lived the life partially, but he is extremely intelligent.
Right.
Like this dude has crazy degrees.
Well,
crazy
degrees. When he was younger, he actually went
his aunt lives here. His aunt lives here. His aunt. I've sold her phones. She actually came to Bank of America 2 weeks ago, and I was talking to her. Yeah, his aunt lives here, and we talked about it. She was. Well, I'm not going to tell his business, but she just was talking too much about his business, his private business. And she was like, you know how many baby mamas he got? Let me tell you something. And then I'm not joking. She went into,
is this like real relation, or is this like
no? It's his aunt. It's his aunt. Yeah, she moved back here after whatever happened, and not whatever happened when Katrina happened. I said whatever happened, whatever that was.
Only Sean hates black people.
Whatever happened.
Whatever they claim happened there. Yeah, right.
You ever been to New Orleans?
I have not. You know how bad I want to go so bad. I've been to Memphis, which was amazing. Yeah. I just sat back and listened to music, but to go to New Orleans, and I wish I could have gone before Katrina happened. Yeah, that would have been amazing.
I had a chance in going down there once, man. The food is worth the trip alone.
I know that. It's got to be.
But go ahead.
I can totally imagine, dude.
Yeah.
I would like to get that. It's like probably the third or fourth.
Yeah.
On like my list of main places, but like, dude,
places in the United States or just places, period?
Places in the United States.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not third or fourth.
What's the first and second?
I would like to go to Alaska.
Okay.
I would like to go to Seattle.
Is it the crabs for Alaska?
Wow.
No, I just really want to go to Alaska. Honestly,
I mean,
I honestly just really want to go to Alaska.
Are you like,
it's snow and trees.
There's a lot of stuff I want to see. Like the Aurora Borealis. I want to see that.
Cosmos.
But no,
just watch Cosmos.
I know, right?
But no, I guarantee. Like it'll be 5 minutes of. And then it'll be like, man, I really came here.
It's like I can't feel my feet.
Why
that
is
was
it
really?
cold?
That looked really.
It was
good.
dark yesterday. It's still dark today.
No, I wouldn't want to go.
It's gonna be dark tomorrow.
I wouldn't want to go.
30 days of night.
I'd like to go to Alaska in the summer. Like I'd like to go. Honestly, like I'd like to go. You know that ad we read a couple weeks ago where it was like that cabin that you could stay at for a little while. Yeah. Like I wouldn't mind doing that. Like with tough. People.
Okay, I was about to say,
not by myself.
You were out of breath plugging in a cell phone. You would never survive.
But that's why like
a minute in Alaska.
I said go with people.
That's why. Like I said, if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, he would be living vicariously through someone else.
Oh yeah.
People like, no, you go. What I need you to do,
hands down.
Make sure you have an architect.
Go find one. Come back. I'll be here. I promise. I'll hold the fort down. Like,
but I was reading something pretty crazy about like colder places and animals. I always got to bring some animal stuff in this.
I got some animal stuff for you later.
Oh, cool. But
that was gay.
Basically. No, but
wow.
Stuff for you later.
That was pretty hammer.
That has to go on the intro. I'm not even going to tell it right now. Just go.
It wasn't even the words. It was like how we looked. Too. It's like, I don't know.
All right.
But anyway, forget
tell
it.
me your animal story.
Nah,
tell me your animal story,
it's
Jack.
not gonna-
You might as well. Nah, you're in too deep. You are.
Seriously though, let's go for it.
I've seen this photo of these people who
The story, not the other stuff.
about how like animals get larger and colder. Like this is why polar bears are bigger than normal bears.
Okay.
It's like the colder it is, the bigger they have to grow to retain body heat.
Yeah.
But they killed this freaking wolf that was in Ohio. That was a Canadian breed that they brought down because all the wolves were getting diminished in the States. And you should just look
Like
up
a
the
dire
pictures.
wolf.
Dude, look up the pictures.
Like on Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Look up the
giant-
pictures.
giant
They're
wolves.
humongous.
Yeah.
Dude, then although that same with that same mindset, wouldn't like a Greenland? Why is like a Greenland shark not that big? Like they're big, but they're not like great white shark big.
I think it's a difference between
Like a mammal.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
But anyway.
I was trying to fact check you there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like, we were talking about marketing. That's right.
Yeah.
Let's go back to.
Oh, dang, we
to
did
that
go
rabbit hole.
way,
That's
way
cool.
down the
That's
road.
I'm good with that. So let's see. We were on to beers. Absolute Vodka, the actual bottle itself. That was the late 2000s. The Marlboro Man. What if you were to think of one of the biggest marketing slogans of all time? What would you think of?
I'm loving it.
Okay.
McDonald's.
Okay. Wow.
That's a good one.
Like we did. We already did. Just do it. Wow. If you didn't ask me this,
There's a
that would've
huge
hit me.
one that, like a big prominent one.
What does it have to deal with? Is it?
I would.
No, you just
Okay.
give me
Like
what you
marketing,
think.
marketing for me would definitely be Coca-Cola. Like they
Oh,
say
dude,
that
yeah,
Coca-Cola is
Pure
like
happiness.
Yeah.
like one of the just the name Coca-Cola is like known worldwide. Like people who don't even speak English know Coca-Cola. It's crazy.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
one that I've been randomly doing that I know is not on the list. And like when I say randomly for like the last week, I've just been saying this at work.
Okay.
And probably everybody hasn't heard this, but static can stop you. You don't remember? These are from
Not a
like
clue.
dryer sheets. Oh my god! And I know it must have been a New York thing, but it was a
Like one of those
it was a
public
dryer.
access.
It was a dryer.
It was like
sheet
some
commercial.
lady in her basement making
No,
dryer
it-
sheets,
no,
and it was her commercial.
It was a big deal because it would be like
Started writing
you know
the slogan
these
everywhere.
they do different commercials and there'll be these two girls running or something and one of them falls because they have too much static in their clothes and they're like static can stop you. just like that with the hands and everything, like robots.
You do
I
know
guess.
we got this on
Yeah,
video.
yeah,
now, so
and
people can
that's
actually
that's
see
why
it.
I can't take it back. It already happened.
People can see it. So,
That
but
just
if you're
happened.
saying like your number one, like biggest,
No, biggest one. Man, it's probably not the biggest, but once you pop, you can't stop. The Pringles.
yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Let me see.
Every kiss begins.
Every
Yeah,
kiss
every-
begins
every
with
kiss
K.
begins
That's
with
a
K.
good one.
Right store, right. No, that's just national.
Yeah.
Like Kroger.
Um,
Right store, right.
Hump Day.
oh man,
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
There's a huge one that no one's got yet.
Hold on, Walmart though.
I mean, yeah,
Roll
but
bounce or whatever.
I'm talking about this is. I mean, when I say what it is, you guys are gonna kick yourself.
But
I'm not,
I can't when you ask questions.
I'm not
I can't
talking
think
about a
it.
brand.
Yeah,
Talking like
A
I'm not
slogan.
saying-
Like
a
a
slogan.
slogan.
A slogan.
Oh, a slogan, huh?
let's
Google?
see.
Oh wait, no.
No.
Slogans.
Not talking about a brand. Okay, all right. I got it. Reebok. No, not a brand. Okay, got it.
I'm sorry. The slogan though?
Yes.
Yes, slogan. Yes, slogan.
Wait, all right, so we have established this?
A slogan that is.
It's probably having something to do with Apple. I don't know what that's.
Nope.
No, not Apple.
Nope.
Android.
Nope.
No cell phones. Does have something to do with Pampers?
Got milk.
Got milk. That is the dumbest.
Honestly, I thought that was just like nationally. or something.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, think about advertising slogan. It's
I mean,
not
when, like,
about a
you're at
business.
local elementary school. in the
It's not a
cafeteria.
business.
It's not a.
It's not a. It's not.
It's just something that people say.
Yeah,
True,
But I
and
mean,
there
it's
are a
now,
lot of
no one
shirts
says that
have different
anymore.
stuff,
That's what I'm saying.
Got
Like,
Jesus
do you
or
remember those
something.
Got Milk like magazine ads
Okay.
that basically had the like mustache and everything?
Second time being here.
The mustache and all. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that was huge.
Yeah.
Everyone knew that.
It
So-
was.
And that's the one that you're talking about. Got Milk.
It was huge. So were the
Yeah.
women on the billboards of
Yeah.
it too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's true. And but they
Khloe
used to
Kardashian up there.
they used to
Like,
do
look
it with they used to do it with everyone though. Like basketball players used to have it,
yeah.
especially in New York. You'll see in Manhattan, you'll see those going around, and that was for years.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh, yeah.
Got Milk was big.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
What
over the
happened to
span
Got
of-
Milk? We should bring it back.
Actually,
That's why everybody has weak bones now. Got cancer.
let's see.
Got
Because of
calcium.
this,
Got calcium deposits or something like.
because of this
Drink more
campaign,
milk.
milk sales in California rose 7% in just 1 year. To this day, you still can't escape the millions of Got parodies. The lessons here is that the GS&P didn't focus on people who weren't drinking milk, but on the set of consumers who already were. Sometimes it's not always about getting new people to use your products, but to get your current set of customers to appreciate your product more. So that doesn't say like, I mean, but it's been around for ages. But I read somewhere that like 2 years ago they stopped using it. But do you remember the Portlandia sketches?
Yes, I do.
With the milk board.
Yeah.
I'm Terry and I'm her boss. Great.
You remember we were at work one time, and like I pulled up on my phone this guy that was saying the reason why salesmen fell, and we just watched it. He kept circling around it, but never
Like,
got to it.
There's a reason.
Yeah, and he was like, and then it got to the end, and it was like, if you pay X amount of dollars, I'll tell you. He went on for like 20 minutes of the things that people do wrong, but never told them how to do it right. And of course, I didn't pay.
Isn't it crazy how people can do that though?
Yeah.
Like they'll establish something
Yeah.
they're going to say,
Yeah.
but they beat around the bush so immensely that you're like, this
Yeah.
Filibuster a commercial.
And then but usually,
what's that guy?
yeah,
I mean,
Gary, not
sells
Gary.
huge. We were talking
He's
about
talking
B-dubs
about
that one night. This
Altman.
dude sells everything of everything, but yet he doesn't. It's hard to explain. I'll bring it up.
The
some
one
other
that did
time.
the
I don't know
one
his
that did
name.
the pickled thing.
I've got actually like speaking of like talking in circles and things.
Yeah.
I've got a topic for when Ian gets back.
Oh, man.
There's a guy who claims he's the second coming of Jesus.
Wow.
Is he
Yeah.
from Australia?
Yeah.
And his wife is married?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I would. His wife is married.
I want Ian in on the topic.
Oh, wait, hold on.
His wife who he's married to
Is married.
is Mary. Yeah.
Oh, it's Mary. I was like,
Mary.
because it sounded.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
me and you
I
heard the
was
same
like,
thing.
he's married to
his
Jesus?
his wife is married.
Yeah, no.
yeah. I would hope
We're gonna
so.
we're
That's
gonna
the
wait.
definition of wife.
We're gonna wait for Ian for this
Yeah,
one,
that's
but anyway, there's the Apple Mac
Ian's
versus
gonna
PC.
say, "Dear God."
That was that was another one. There's some Clairol stuff in here, but those are some like the bigger marketing things. Got Milk's one of the biggest. Now, some of the biggest product flops of all time.
the biggest product.
Just ask
flop.
my dad. Y'all don't know this, but
Ouch!
I love
didn't
you.
say that one.
Basically, yeah. It's whatever.
Smith and Wesson mountain bikes.
wow.
Mountain bike.
Yeah,
What about that chamois guy?
I don't know. We might
What,
get there.
ShamWow?
ShamWow. Yeah, look, ShamWow.
That was huge. At like 3 a.m.
ShamWow is awesome, dude. Or at least I would think.
That guy was
I was about to
creepy.
say,
Born into
did
the
you-
commercial.
He got beat up by a prostitute.
Did he?
Yeah.
Is that like
he's a creepy
What
dude.
is with that? Like the guys who like are in these commercials that go on and
Oh,
like,
I got
you
it.
remember
Like
like the Dell guy.
I was just about to say that.
The Dell
he was
guy
like,
that
dude,
got,
you're getting
like,
a Dell, but he
busted
got
for
busted
weed.
with like 3 pounds of bud.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know
I
the
was like,
guy,
man.
what was it? The guy, the cleaning stuff, the Oxy.
Yeah, actually.
He died from a
Yeah.
coke overdose.
Yeah.
Was that confirmed?
Wait.
But
Bill-
confirmed or not, he was on coke.
Yeah.
Like he was doing coke though. That's what they said on a
Yeah.
regular basis.
But
Even
if
if he
you're in
didn't
the
die from it.
infomercial biz, who is it? You know,
And they're up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
but see,
They all, like, you ever notice when you talk to like a coke person, man, they always got like a good deal and they're gonna go into business.
Oh,
they
yeah.
always, man.
Always.
Look.
Yeah,
I know this chair only has 3 legs, but look, you can do this with it.
yeah, they always have this.
it has 3 pivot points.
Yes.
How many chairs do you have 3 pivot points? Most have 4. This one limits you to 3. It's less choice. You don't have to stress as much. It's much better. Cosmo yogurt.
Never heard of it.
Cosmopolitan. The
What about
magazine.
slap bracelets?
Yogurt? Not on it, dude. Slap
I
bracelets are
forgot
huge.
those.
They were.
They still are.
Oh wait, I don't know if these were.
Have you not seen my slap
wristbands?
bracelet collection?
Didn't they have wristbands that turn into like animals? I think they were a big success though.
They had those like rubber bands. That was
Yeah.
the new thing.
Yeah, that turned
Slap bracelets are out now. It's time for like the bands that when you take them off, they're like shapes.
Shaped.
Yeah.
That's lame. How lame is that? Like if you can't slap your wrist with it, I don't want it. Microsoft Web TV. I'd rather not bash them too
Wow.
bad. Lifesavers soda.
What?
Lifesaver
Yeah,
soda?
according to
I think-
Wrigley.com, chocolate maker Clarence Crane invented
Wow.
Lifesavers in 1912. in a search to find a sweet treat. Since then, Lifesavers has become #1 brand across non-chocolate candy and mints. However, that success did not translate to its fizzy drink venture. Lifesaver soda failed, even though it had fared well in taste tests.
What about that purple stuff in the back right there?
Dude, you know what? I really do like
some purple drink.
like Lifesaver gummies.
Yeah.
Like I can imagine Lifesaver soda would be banging.
I really think I've tried it before. That's what
Really?
I'm trying to. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think about.
It doesn't
but
give me a year.
I really think I've tried it before. I think that in my elementary school, they were giving them out during lunch, and I'm so serious. I really think they were.
Gave you guys soda?
Yeah,
Where'd you go to
but see, this was
Now
this
that you
was- this
know
was
the
before
backstory,
This is before
they
they
were
made us have vending
probably
machines.
giving you like what they had
Yeah.
to get rid of, and they got it for like 10
I'm not,
cents
and I'm
a
not
case.
joking. I'm not joking. I really think that they gave us these, and we got a choice. They had a case full of them, and you had a choice of the flavor that you wanted. But yeah, this was before vending machines, and they were trying to get kids to eat healthy. You know, I'm an 80s
By
baby.
giving you soda?
Yeah, they gave us soda. We're 80s babies. Like soda was okay. You know, we didn't have ADD. Or ADHD. We just had energy, and we used it
Fueled by soda.
It
because
was
we went
called
outside.
getting a whooping in my house.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I
when
had
you
to
ain't
play
getting
outside.
no-
I had to play outside, but this is the thing. My mom, and I'm going to just say this. My mom was crazy because she still is, but she's nice, and I love you, by the way. But we had to be out the house all the time, but we had to be back in before the lights came out. So you can't come back in too early. So you're sitting here playing double dutch with the lights outside. You're like, can I? No. Okay.
You have like a window of hearing that says
Yeah,
once you're in
to get
trouble.
inside.
There is Clairol's Touch of Yogurt shampoo.
Touch of yogurt shampoo.
I knew you'd do a double take on that one. The Touch of Yogurt concept is made even more remarkable because 3 years earlier, Clairol introduced a similar shampoo called The Look of Buttermilk.
Well, no wonder.
Yeah.
Oh, man, let's see here.
That's just-
Coors Rocky Mountain Spring Water.
Wow.
Like for real?
Coors?
Apparently. Coors.
I've met Pete Coors before.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
That's cool.
Was he drunk?
No, I don't even think he drinks.
Which
This
would
is
make
great.
sense.
Things like that happen.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
for real.
Like
The Marlboro Man didn't smoke.
Yeah, the
Like,
king.
that'd be
Most of the kingpins, you know,
Speaking
never did
of
crack
Marlboro
before.
Man didn't smoke. Have you seen Thank You for Smoking?
Yes, I have.
I have not.
If you're have you seen it?
No, but
It
I
was-
heard that they
If you're a salesman, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to see this movie.
Extremely well done.
But it's really good. It's good
Yeah.
for anybody.
What is
But
it
if-
about?
It's about a guy who works like he's the head of the what would you say, like the Federation
Yeah.
for tobacco
Tobacco
smokers or whatever.
smokers.
Like he's a what is the word I'm looking for?
I'm
A
trying to
lobbyist.
think.
He's a
Yeah, thank you.
lobbyist,
Lobbyist for
for
it.
the tobacco industry, and he's like the lobbyist for it's like him, the firearm guy, and the alcohol lady,
Yeah.
and like they basically like these three people.
I
It's
see.
really good, dude.
I seen this one thing about how like tobacco, like cigarettes became addictive. Like the scientists behind making the stuff so addictive, all the chemicals and stuff they put in. I
Right.
watched that.
Dude, is
Freaking
that on
disgusting.
Netflix?
Yeah.
Where? What's it called?
disgusting. I forgot the name of it. I can look it up for you.
Word, find that for me.
you'll
Cocaine
stop
energy
smoking.
drink.
Well, Coca-Cola. They actually had
This is in 2007.
this is amped up. and it was called cocaine.
Cocaine is a high energy drink, obviously, containing 3.5 times the amount of caffeine as Red Bull.
Wow.
It was
Great
pulled from
goodness.
U.S. shelves in 2007.
Hold on,
That's not even.
Hold on, 3.5 times Red Bull.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I know a guy who actually recently. I don't know a guy, but I know a guy who knows a guy, kind of thing.
Yeah.
He measured his caffeine wrong when he was like making his morning workout shake or whatever. Put 2 grams of cocaine.
He measured his caffeine wrong and put cocaine in it. Oh, wrong jar.
The family's darn kids. Like,
He put 2 grams of caffeine
Wow.
in his energy drink, and apparently that's like ultra lethal.
Yeah.
like I don't know what the
Yeah.
milligrams and stuff are like, because in a Red Bull, like it's like 120 milligrams.
Yeah, because they say like a
Look
gram
up the
full of sugar.
LD50 of caffeine.
The LD50.
Yeah, lethal dose 50%.
This guy.
Yeah.
Look that up. I just want to see because it's like
Of caffeine.
it's a crazy low amount for salt. Like if you like consume too much salt, like 10 grams of salt at one time,
Yeah.
you will die.
Wow, we're like slugs.
because
You will
like
die.
sodium takes all the.
You're gonna
nutrients out
die.
of it.
Yeah, because it's a preservative, so it'll absorb everything in you. Same thing.
Like you won't even be able to like urinate it out.
No,
right?
no, it would actually.
How much is like 10 grams? Isn't even that much, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
it technically is. It's like almost like 10 spoonfuls is what it kind of would amount to.
I mean,
But it's salt.
It's salt.
still though, like,
And then
Almost,
people
yeah.
complain about cannabis.
Yeah.
But the LD50 of that is 1,500 pounds in less than 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
can you imagine? Like, I heard that somewhere else this week too.
Yeah, it's
but like
nuts.
1,500 pounds. Like, there's just no
It's like
way
a
you can
freaking
do it.
dump truck load, son.
Yeah. Like, I mean, granted, like in smoke form, it doesn't really weigh anything.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to like smoke 1,500 pounds, but like, dude, there's just no way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can't smoke
That's
an
why
ounce in 15 minutes.
You've never heard of an OD on cannabis. Never. That's why, because the LD50 is like 1,500 pounds.
I'm trying to find the like death of this caffeine toxicity. 400. The syndrome, caffeine overdose can result in a state of central nervous system overstimulation called caffeine intoxication. Typically occurs only after ingestion of large amounts of caffeine, 400 to 500 milligrams at a time. The LD50 given orally is 192 milligrams per kilogram in rats. Why do I need to know that? It's for humans, it's dependent upon individual sensitivity, but it's estimated to be about 150 to 200 milligrams per kilogram of body mass, or roughly 80 to 100 cups of coffee.
Okay.
I don't know
2
if you remember
grams
this, but it was like a month or two ago. I had 2 cups of regular coffee, and then like 1 tall cup, which is like 2 cups. So I had probably like 4 cups of coffee, and I got like sick. That
Well, you
whole
gotta
day.
figure
I just
4
felt so bad. Like
That's
just off
gotta
4
be-
cups. Yeah.
yeah, jittery, man.
Like,
That's got to
body
be
turned
like
pale white, like, it
300
was
to
crazy.
400 milligrams, right? So like that would put you in the caffeine intoxication section of
Holy
things.
smokes.
I can diagnose you.
Oh no.
WebMD all day.
WebMD just makes you feel like you're dying for no reason.
Oh no, you're definitely dying once
You're
you
like,
read
I just looked up this. I'm catching cancer.
Like, I
You're
have a
already dead.
sneeze. Oh shit, I have cancer.
sleepy, hungry. I've got AIDS. I didn't even have sex. I got AIDS.
So
you're like, there I go.
so cocaine. Obviously, don't drink anything that says cocaine.
Cocaine.
Earring Magic Ken.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Earring magic. What?
Barbie and her companions have gone through many incarnations since her creation in 1959, but none is more infamous than Earring Magic Ken. Exit classy tuxedos and suits and enter mesh t-shirt, purple leather vest, and earring. Pretty soon, new Ken was dubbed Gay Ken, and parents weren't pleased with his fashion-forward style. After an article focusing on Earring Magic Ken's style appeared in the Stranger newspaper, Mattel discontinued production and recalled as many Ken off the shelves as they could. You really, honestly, like, it looks like they made a George Michael Barbie.
I believe it.
It's pretty crazy
crap.
with earrings.
Yeah.
Queer Ken.
Yeah.
Colgate kitchen entrees.
There's some brands that just can't cross over.
In what must be the most bizarre brand extensions ever, Colgate decided to use its name on a range of food products called Colgate's Kitchen Entrees. Needless to say, the products did not take off and never left U.S. soil. Let's see here.
Like dog food that whitens the dog's teeth as he eats.
Yeah. They have bones like that.
Yeah.
Dog bones.
This is one that I think, honestly, if it came back now, it would sell like hotcakes. The DeLorean.
Like
Even though
the DeLorean car itself.
the DeLorean
Yeah.
car, even though it has wide notoriety now, the car came out in 1981. The company failed less than 2 years later. It had only produced 9,000 vehicles.
Wow.
So if you got someone
Not
that's
even
come back
cover
now and remake it, like just partner with like Toyota or something and have them make a Back to the Future for, it's 1985, so that means the 30th anniversary is next year.
Yeah.
That would be so goofy, but it would be so crazy. I think people.
And I
would
think
pop on that.
they would do it right. Like I think it
Yeah.
would look really nice if they
Like
did it.
partner up with
Like imagine seeing a
Suicide
DeLorean
doors.
by a 4x4. Like,
Yeah,
in the
with
commercial.
suicide doors.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Have that thing
That Joker
sitting
would
low.
probably look
Even
very
if you
similar
made
to a
it-
Tesla.
You'd have to make
That'd be
it
sick.
you'd have to make it like cheap enough to where people could buy it, because like realistically there's not you can't sell to the 1% because you're not going to stay open. You're going to sell 9,000 and not do it. You have to sell to everybody. So you partner honestly with like Kia. Get Kia to make the next DeLorean.
Seriously,
make it top out at 88.
Seriously,
Kia, I was just about to say the highest they can go is 80. But listen, Kia at one point in time, we had this discussion before. When I was in Atlanta, and this is no joke, and like I had to look it up to make sure that I wasn't dreaming about this. I remember on the radio, my mom had a minivan then. On the radio, it was like, come down to Kia, buy one get one free. On cars, that's how bad is your car
used to buy?
I was like, hold on. I just bought a bag of chips. Buy one get one free. Ma, can we get another car? Buy one get one free. That's how bad it was.
People's
cars
were
breaking down
like the
left
van.
and right.
You had to buy the Kia van or maybe the SUV. Like the second time they did, I think they did the SUV because no one really wanted to buy the van. So like, let's sweeten the pot. Man. So you had to buy a Sorento. But if you bought a Sorento, you got the Rio for free. And the Rio might as well be like a Fiat that doesn't drive for more than like 1,000 miles before it breaks down.
Dude, it's a bike. That is crazy. That is nuts.
Buy one get one free, but
we don't even do buy one get one free items for hours.
No, not even.
Like,
seriously, seriously, and like that's a car. Like, how much did it cost you to make that you're going to give one
like
for
you
free,
could
not
go
half
in,
off, but
you
free.
could go in with someone and be like, look, what we're going to do is we're going to split this every couple, every year we'll swap cars, and like by the time you get to your year, their car already broke down. You don't have to worry about swapping.
It breaks down pretty soon.
As long as you're in like the first rotation, you're good.
But Kia has stepped their game up drastically.
They really have.
Drastically.
Kias
but they're still inexpensive.
One free. No,
they're
the
still
new Kias, they cost like $30,000, $40,000 like everything else.
But you can still get the Rio for like $6,500.
Yeah. Brand new.
You honestly could.
2014.
There was a time where you could
still rolling windows down. Hold on, dog. Hold on. Let me get this window.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There was a time where you could buy a Rio for $6,500, brand new, off the lot.
Wow.
0 miles.
Disgusting.
Insane.
Yeah.
And they're talking about getting cars down to that price again, but the cars were garbage. Kellogg's breakfast mates, cereal, milk, and spoon inside.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Is
this like
powdered milk?
Yeah.
Do you add water?
Let's see here.
It's
like
just,
a freaking
hopefully
MRE.
It doesn't rise. It's liquid.
First of all, the milk included in the cereal mate did not require refrigeration. Oh no, it was actual milk.
Oh wow.
It was actual liquid milk.
Wow.
And it was warm. Crystal Pepsi and Pepsi AM.
Oh wait,
I've never heard of Pepsi.
Have y'all heard of Blue Pepsi? They had it like back in like 01, 02.
No.
It was like Pepsi Blue or Blue Pepsi.
Pepsi Blue, yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome, but they've never.
Word.
And then Mountain Dew Pitch Black, I think.
It was probably as successful as Crystal Pepsi and Pepsi AM. I never knew about AM being a thing.
Yeah.
In the late 80s, Pepsi came up with a brilliant idea to cater to the breakfast cola drinker under the assumption that because Pepsi contained caffeine, it must be a natural substitute for coffee. Well, you know what they say about assumptions, but needless to say, Pepsi AM was not successful, and neither was Pepsi's later foray into clear cola, Crystal Pepsi. Why would you need clear cola? You already have a line in your brand that's clear.
Yeah.
Just throw some caffeine in Sierra Mist, and you're good. Frito-Lay lemonade. Frito-Lay lemonade might seem like a good idea. Go ahead.
I was thinking of,
Well, isn't
I was
that
thinking
Pepsi?
of chips inside lemonade.
That's what I'm saying now.
for real.
Oh,
Now,
okay. It
but I
wasn't
mean,
back-
that's the
okay.
thing. They were trying to get into the drink business and instead of actually succeeding with their own. I guess
Frito-Lay
Pepsi.
lemonade.
Bottled water for pets.
All right, strangely, I could see that maybe. Like, if it's something on the go, you just pull it out for a little
Especially
spot.
the way people treat their dogs now. I can see people getting bottles.
Did you hear about that lady?
Oh, the water came in such delicious flavors as crispy beef and tangy fish.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
Tangy fish.
Ugh.
I can't.
My dog would slap me.
Yeah, for real.
Like really? Like I'm good with tap. I didn't ask for
I
this.
can just see it now. Wow.
Like I appreciate the thought, but you
suck.
really shouldn't have.
I bet you that's that dog that turns his water bowl over every day.
Yeah.
No, my dog is just like that. I'm dead serious. Like if it was something he didn't want, he'll look at really, and he's not gonna overlook while looking at me. I caught that. Got you.
Bic underwear.
Wow.
Does this come with like a lighter and attached somewhere?
The idea was that it would be just disposable underwear.
So
This
if
would
you
have
were in
to
a
be really
survival
cheap,
situation,
though.
you could take it off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Start a fire with it.
Oh man, what if they were tearaway underwear though? Yeah. That'll be amazing.
That wouldn't be bad.
That would be very usable.
Yeah.
I would own like a pair.
Yeah.
Like a packet of them. Like
That'd be in your bug out pack, like when the zombie apocalypse comes. Just
When you really wanted to make a
It
point,
wouldn't matter.
When you really wanted to make a point, be like, you know what?
yeah.
Hold on, these are the wrong ones. They didn't come off.
Harley Davidson perfume. T-shirts and cigarette lighters are one thing, but when a company started to make aftershave and perfume, fans were not impressed.
Wow.
Bengay aspirin. The cream is great for topically relieving aches and pains, but the idea of swallowing Bengay, not so appealing.
Wow. Funny story about some Bengay, son. When I
Go for
played
it.
ball in school, this dude had knee problems. I won't say his name.
Okay.
But
Do I know him?
no, I don't think you know him.
right.
But anyway, I'm just in case he gets around to him, but he'll know who he is. But so he's putting on Bengay on his knees before a game. He's always smelling like old man when he comes out there. So we see him. He's walking out gap-legged, and he was like, "Oh man, this is terrible." I was like, "What happened?" He's like, "I forgot to wash my hands, and I had to go use the bathroom." And
Sounds like my Nair story.
Yeah, napalm. Check that out. It's a funny story. But yeah, I was like, "Dang, son!"
I think we're gonna
Get the
do that
worst
for Throwback Thursday this week.
Man, that was tough.
I cannot believe that.
You cannot believe it. You don't understand how it felt. Like I gave the calm story of it. It was the worst decision I've ever made in my life, and I've made some like single-handedly the worst decision. Let me explain it because you don't understand. Like it was steaming. Like no, I seriously seen smoke, and then like I can feel it eating through. I can feel it eating through my skin. All right, so what happened was I decided,
I'm not trying to be like that, but like I just picture whatever with like steam, like physical.
No, and I'm not joking. And it was melting through to where I could see it going down through the skin to where it was to the red part and almost to the white meat. All right, let me tell you. So what I decided to do,
Almost to the white meat when it's your balls. There's no meat. There's just almost to the ball.
it was almost to the ball, and like so it was stupid. It was stupid right off the hand, and I was like, man, I had never shaved or anything like that. So I was just like, oh, let me do this just because I wanted to see. I seen the commercial.
Right.
It inspired me. My sister had Nair, and it wasn't the normal Nair. It was the extreme, the down to the root stuff. So it was like, okay, don't use on genitals. So I was like, okay, if I do it around it, I'm good. So everything was fine. Cleared everything out. But then I was like, got a little bit of hair on my balls. let me just get this off and make them smooth as eggs, and when I say the worst decision, because at first it didn't seem so stupid because it was like, oh, this is not bad. Let me just rinse it off. As soon as I rinsed it off, skin came with it. Okay,
my
not
God.
joking. Skin came with it, and then it started. And no, I'm dead serious.
Stop now. He's disgusted.
And I'm in the shower screaming, like screaming my head
It's
off
like
because
a nightmare coming to life.
because
Like,
water made it worse. And then it was just on it, so I had to get it off, and like I couldn't walk and anything because like anytime you move, you feel your balls rub together or anything like that. So for like a week and a half, I was in the worst pain ever. And now I'm not saying that I have messed up balls because that's not the case. The skin grew back and it doesn't look any certain way, but it was because it wasn't that much that, what I mean? But it was just the fact that I did it. If I would have left it on there, it would have been a problem though,
Yes,
for real.
like, hand
it would
his
have been a
dates a
problem.
disclaimer.
Yeah, no, I have to. I was like
Stop the yard. That's what it was. That's not on the bingo board.
Oh,
we
yeah.
need to get that on the bingo board.
But everybody doesn't know the story behind
It doesn't
though.
matter.
Yeah.
Like if we mention it, it needs to be
Okay.
stop the
was
yard
this
needs
was
to
this
be
a
on the
dare
bingo board.
that you did this with your?
No, that's something different. This is
I was like, why would you just just be like,
no. This was just my stupidity. This was the
Okay.
dumbest thing
Okay,
I've ever done in my life, and I wish I could say that it was that long ago. It was. It has to been. It was about 8 years ago. So, but I wasn't that young. You stopped recording it.
Well, no. What I've realized is that when it's making that beep sound, which now is the second time it's made that beep sound, it's stopping the recording. So it's like reaching 35 minutes, I think.
Okay.
And then it's stopping. So there's going to be two little skips in the marker, and we're getting close to our finish. But we have a few more of these to go. Maxwell House ready to drink coffee. So it came in basically like a
What's
carton.
a hit now?
A carton.
It's a hit now.
It's a hit now.
Oh yeah, iced coffee.
iced coffee, but this wasn't iced. This was basically like brewed coffee, like brewed black coffee that you would pour into a cup and microwave.
Have you ever tried the Cinnabon coffee? Because I got the Cinnabon cereal, and somebody would tell me that stuff is amazing.
Coffee,
but you can't.
I'm not even a coffee drinker.
But yeah, and
that
they
add-in
like
is ridiculous.
Six people in the line were like, "You can't get it anywhere," and I was like, "This is just
sugar.
cereal."
It's black coffee, and that add-in. That's all you need.
Wow.
Seriously,
It's
the greatest.
awesome. We had it a few weeks ago, I think.
Wow.
The Cinnabon.
Oh, that kept going in my ear for a minute. It was weird. R.J. Reynolds smokeless cigarettes.
What?
In 1988, even when secondhand smoke was deemed a serious health risk, the company behind brands like Camel decided to launch Premier, a line of smokeless cigarettes. Reporter magazine said that smoking the Premier produced a smell and flavor that left users retching. The taste, combined with the rumor that the cigarette could be used as a delivery device for crack cocaine, pretty much guaranteed the product's failure. Wow. You know, that's one of the reasons why they're actually trying to make vaporizers illegal.
Yeah.
Because they're saying people are mixing stuff in with them.
And you can't, of course.
Like the same thing they've been doing with paper. Like, what are you going to do? Outlaw papers?
Yeah, and you can't really monitor it. Well, that's
Jack's like, yeah, outlaw it.
Yeah, buddy.
That's true too.
You
But
can't, because people roll cigarettes all the time.
They don't care. It's the government. They can do what they want.
Right, but like that's the thing. Why do it? It just makes me
they
sick.
can't profit
Because if
over
they
it.
can't tax it,
Yeah, they
but
can't profit.
seriously though, ever since they've legalized like cannabis in certain states, like their revenue stateswide has just through the roof.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They could fix this debt if they just say, "Hey,
Go
do
for
whatever
it.
you need to do."
But I mean, there's no reason
but
not
see,
to.
They're afraid of the repercussions, however people like to say it, because they don't know for a fact that there are no side effects, even though we.
But we
It's
know
been
the
around
si-
since-
No.
we know the side
I'm
effects
telling
of
you,
tobacco, and we still allow it.
Exactly. But see, they know the side effects. They can put a warning on there for side effects.
Right.
You cannot put a warning label on marijuana of any type because you can make so many different types.
You sure could. You could just be like, hey,
Surgeons General.
we're not sure what the fuck's going to happen to you, but you could die.
And
I'd
they-
be fine with that. I'd be like, okay,
But
thanks.
see, the same. That's why they won't legalize cocaine though, because it's a very similar thing with that. Because
Well, I don't think they should
cocaine.
legalize
I used to work in the
but-
medical field. They give cocaine,
And that's
to
what I was
people
just about
in
to
the
say.
OR.
That's what I was
gosh,
just about to say. My
Really?
grandmother,
Yes.
cocaine and heroin,
Tell me
but
more of those
these were
stories.
all of these were made for medicinal purposes.
Right.
Heroin, especially heroin, is used in so many other drugs. You know what I mean?
You got a
lot
messed
of
up
them.
back. Man.
A lot of people have had heroin and they don't even know it because it's mixed in. No, for real. They mix it in with so many other things, but that's how it was meant to be used, but not as a recreational drug. And they allow tobacco
pure.
for that. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like by the time you get heroin, generally,
Yeah. You
gotta
unless you're
cut
like
it,
in the
flip it.
emergency room, you got like they mix
Cut
it
up, flip
with
a dog trash.
acetaminophen. Do you guys remember the McDonald's Arch Deluxe? Do you remember that?
I do not.
It's like 97-ish. I
was
vividly remember.
I was still eating Happy Meals then, son.
Still, like you don't remember the advertising. Maybe I just watched it on TV. But it was like it was premium McDonald's. So kind of like what they're doing now with like the
chicken selects and all that.
Which
stuff.
they say here basically the McDonald's customers know what they want, and it's not class, and or it's
That's true.
it's not class. Needless to say, when the Arch Deluxe debuted in 1996, consumers weren't loving it.
So, did you hear about the McDonald's burger from in Switzerland? I think it's a burger from McDonald's that costs $12. Just the burger itself.
Wow. Yeah.
Living hound hog.
I know.
over there in Switzerland,
I remember
son.
when when Burger King.
All right, what's on it?
It's you look it up, dude. They got some weird ingredients. Look it up.
All right, let me see here.
Yeah, look that up really
Swiss cheeseburger.
No, Switzerland.
Swiss cheeseburger. Swiss.
If you say Swiss cheeseburger on
Yeah,
Google, you know how much
cheeseburger.
junk is gonna pop up.
Gonna get 13 billion different
results.
Swiss cheeseburger, McDonald's. All right, hold on a second. So,
Switzerland.
what am I looking for? McDonald's.
In Switzerland's cheeseburger.
McDonald's cheeseburger.
$12 burger. Just put in
$12. Switzerland.
You made that so difficult.
The country.
Switzerland McDonald's, and that I promise you, if it's significant, it would show
It was
up.
like a $12 burger.
serves up new $12 burger in Switzerland. Here we go.
Yeah,
I had to put the country there to get
His
it.
bro facts are coming true. Like,
Well, bro science. You know what bro science is?
yeah, I know, bro.
Dude, this looks
He's a-
banging.
It's 50% fact, 50% magic.
Do you even, bro?
Swiss beef patty, rustic mountain cheese, coleslaw, arugula, and a special sauce, mac sauce, or
Wow.
Thousand Island dressing.
Yes.
But not bad at all, man. So it's six. The Big Mac goes for $7
In Switzerland?
in Switzerland. So keep that in mind when you talk about $12 burger. That's like them making a $7 burger in the U.S.
Gosh, yeah. I
So,
thought they
you
were
know.
doing something.
Well, you got to figure the burger, the meat comes from Swiss, the cheese comes from their mountains, the coleslaw is probably made from stuff grown there. Like, it's all local, so it's not that expensive.
I mean, it is for the person buying it. But Burger King came out like a couple years ago, and I think
Burger
this was
King
in
is like
Japan.
McDonald's.
They had
Burger King's good,
a
dude.
9
I'll
or
go there
10
now for
a
it.
9 or 10 patty Whopper that they had. Yeah, like you can
That's a
Google
heart
this,
attack.
and yeah, it was huge.
That's
it was
amazing.
huge, and they paid somebody to eat
That's
that
my
drink.
mecca.
The guy who can't plug in the phone.
Yeah, I know.
I need to go. I need to go to that.
9 patties
Hyperventilate
on one burger.
Wait a minute.
Does it have cheese?
Round up the kids.
Dude, you know the greatest thing ever
Hop in the van as I
quad-
lean against
the
it.
quad stacker
Oh, yeah.
at Burger King. It's basically
can't do
like
it.
meat, bacon, meat, bacon,
can't do
meat,
it.
bacon, meat, bacon.
What would
do it.
On
possess
one
someone
burger.
to take and eat this? Like, have you had one?
It's so good. Yes. Have you not?
I lost all respect for Burger King as a franchise
Yes.
when I seen them basically hijack everything that McDonald's was doing, and also when they came out with the burger with the fries on it.
That's
I was
every
like,
kid does
that-
that.
everybody does that, but as a
That's-
classy
that's
move,
when you're dumb.
That's like okay,
yeah, no,
like
for
you're
was like,
done.
and
They
the
had their
status fries.
they had their blockbuster moment. They're about to do a bankrupt. Dude, but like what I'll say is the stacker, like greatest sandwich of all time. But the marketing campaign, like how bad was it? It was all like midgets getting smashed by burgers.
Whoa, I
It really was.
I
Go
like
look.
The, I like
go
the guy's
look at the
little
commercial.
hands. It's like, oh, you got these little small baby hands.
I can't eat it. Oh, you just have your Whopper Jr.
I was like, guys, and also the Taco Bell, real quickly, their breakfast commercial
Oh, it's so good.
is about a bunch of older gentlemen, and
Yeah.
they're like, my name is Ronald McDonald,
Ronald
and I
McDonald.
love Taco Bell.
Yeah. Have you had Taco Bell breakfast?
I haven't. No.
No?
No.
It's fantastic.
Not a real
Absolutely
big fan of
fantastic. So there's two more on here. There's the Ford Edsel. The fact that Edsel is known as the Titanic of automobiles speaks volumes about the car's performance. It was launched with much hype in 1957. The showrooms were packed with curious consumers. At first, unfortunately, the car did not live up to high expectations. Only 64,000 were sold. Perhaps the fact the design of the front grille was compared to an Oldsmobile sucking a lemon and a toilet seat that turned off consumers.
Wow.
And then finally, number one, New Coke. In 1970s and early 80s, Coke began to face stiff competition from other soft drink producers to remain in the number one spot. Coke executives decided to cease production on the classic cola in favor of New Coke. The public was outraged, and Coca-Cola was forced to relaunch its original formula almost immediately. So people didn't like New Coke,
Yeah.
People don't like change, man.
you know?
I had a friend of mine, his grandmother, every single time I would stay at his house, would wake up in the morning, have that chocolate powder, mix it in with some
Ovaltine?
No, not Ovaltine. This was like the
Yoo-hoo
kid stuff.
powder?
Yeah, like
Gotcha.
that. Every morning would have chocolate milk, smoke a cigarette, and after that, the rest of the day, she would drink Coke only. I never once seen this lady drink water ever.
Do you know,
Ever.
though, there's actually like a thing with that is that if you drink enough of something, your body actually like gets used to it to the fact where it can get hydration from that thing.
And that is
like if you
true.
drink enough Coke,
But
you don't
it's
have
not
to drink
good
that.
for your
sucks.
teeth.
Oh, it's not.
It's not good for your teeth.
It's not good for
It ain't good for your
Have you
kidneys.
seen what
It's not
Coke
good for
does to car batteries?
Yeah, I know. I was
Like
just
it's
about to
not
say,
good for anyone.
anything. It's not good for
But,
anyone
like,
or
you know,
anything.
it
but,
is what it
but,
is.
But
What
he's
are you gonna
correct
do?
with that. That your body will turn it into what it needs
Yeah,
eventually. because
it'll
your
get your
body's
hydration.
Body's adaptable, but at the same time, the amount of damage it'll take before it gets to that point to where it's
Yeah.
a positive thing is not good.
So I think that's the end of our list, and we're going to actually go ahead and wrap up here. I want to thank you guys so much much for coming out to check out the show this week. Also, make sure that you go check us out. We're at RIJcast.com. You can find all of us on Twitter at RIJcast or at Jake Callen, at Chris_in_Christ. What was your Twitter again, man?
HolyQuan_.
All right, Jack, you can just try to shoot.
Yo,
just
hit me up on Twitter, son.
Throw a bottle and maybe.
Yo, check me out, son, on Twitter. Check me out on Facebook. I'm on Tumblr.
He is on
Instagram.
Facebook.
Yeah, I
are
do
on
got a
Facebook.
Facebook, but if
Do you
you
have an
friend
Instagram?
request me, I got like 100 requested in the queue here.
Yeah.
And it's all people that I might well and see on the street. Hey, how's it going? But
Yeah.
I'm not going to accept your friend request.
There you go. And then
I've accepted all of my friends. If you're not friended now,
And I'm the exact opposite. I'll accept you on Facebook,
Sorry.
but probably won't talk to you if I see you. Yeah, I'll be like, yeah, I accepted you. And then I see you. No, I'm not speaking. Probably won't speak. I'm serious. Probably won't speak.
and then you've got Rashawn at Rashawn Dior1. And then, like I said, check us on the website. We actually do have a couple new things we've got going on over there. We've got RIJcast Rants and Raves. We've got the video content that'll be going up. The video content, I don't know when this is going to come out.
Yeah.
It's going to this first one is going to take me a while to edit, plus with the cuts and things like that we got to do. So some different things that we'll have to make work, but you'll get it eventually. Make sure you fill out your RIJcast bingo, man, so that you can get your bonus pod.
Yeah,
I
think
better have the link to my bonus pod
today's
before I leave this
episode.
place.
I think today's episode, nobody's really going to win because we did a lot of.
He don't love me, man.
It was different than what we
I
normally.
thought he
do.
was a sweetie pie.
Yeah.
But then again, I wasn't paying attention. So
He never
we'll
did the
see.
animal thing for you yet either.
No, we're gonna save that. We'll save it for next
Save
time.
it for next
We're
time.
on like a minute 20, minute
Yeah.
30, so we'll go ahead and save that for another week when you come back to visit. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for us. I want to thank you guys for, again, one more time for coming out to check out the show. You can support THP by going to audibletrial.com/THP and signing up for your free audiobook right there. Yeah, that's going to do it. That's everything you didn't know you cared about for the week. I'm Jake.
Rashawn.
Ian.
Chris.
Jack.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good week.